Hello, everybody,
and welcome.
We're here talking about the Nuttiest Nutcracker. Now, we've actually recorded this already, and it just didn't record, so we're doing this once again, but...
Going one more time around.
One more time through this hellish nightmare, which is the Nuttiest Nutcracker, but we're coming out with more information than we had last time.
We'll probably come up with that later on.
Yeah, we got some special surprises in for the end of the movie, but we're gonna do a little recap of this wonderful movie. So we're starting the movie off, and it's
I think a night before Christmas.
Yeah, it's the night before Christmas, and she's like Marie, I think her name is. I'm not sure. Whoever.
Marie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her name.
Yeah, like whoever the main like character is, like her name isn't really important because she's not really important.
Yeah.
Honestly, like none of these characters,
are just not really important.
The only character you really need to know about is the prince. I guess the grandpa too. The fucking grandpa. The movie starts off, with her staring out the window, saying how she's, waiting for her parents to show back up, and Uncle shows up, and he's like, you know what? I'll give you some fucking presents before they show up, because
give your grandpa a hug.
Yeah,
or your uncle, I should say.
Yeah, give your uncle a hug.
I'm getting the nut mixed up with everybody.
He is a magical nut, though.
Yeah, he is the magical of the.
But like the one thing that we still don't know to this moment is like who the uncle's voice is, because the uncle's voice is actually quite recognizable.
It's the terrible storm that's making them late.
What an awful Christmas this is going to be.
Don't close your heart to Christmas, child. Why, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, I was really, just tongue-tied on that. I was really wondering what his name or, who the actor was, because I recognize his voice.
Yeah, he's very recognizable. Like, his voice has been in a lot of stuff.
I could definitely tell it was someone, I've heard before. It was, on the tip of my tongue. I was just like, what is it? But, yeah, we'll probably... showing something.
Yeah, show a Wikipedia page right now. Yeah, so she's all fucking just she gets a nutcracker. The little brother demon child breaks it after he climbs up a ladder that is just floating suspended in the air.
For some reason this tree's rock solid or something.
Yeah, and the fucking ladder.
Yeah, no, the ladder's just floating there. It's they're resting up on this fucking tree. I don't know how that's even possible.
Yeah, this ladder is either the world's sturdiest and gravity defying ladder, or this fucking tree is just solid fucking metal or something. It's being held up by magnets. The nutcracker that fucking breaks that she has, a little demon child broke after he crawled up the chair, up the fucking ladder like a fucking demon child he is. Which honestly, you don't need to even know his fucking name, because he's not even in the rest of the movie. He just kind of disappears.
Yeah, no, it's pretty weird how they do some of the scenes, because it seems like they didn't know where to really go with some stuff.
There's this rat king, or he's supposed to be a fucking mouse, which they make the joke about how he's a mouse. And it's obviously he's not a fucking mouse.
Yeah, he's obviously a rat.
They make the joke all the time, about how he's a rat. But it's he's apparently his mom was some evil queen and fucking did something to the Nutcracker guy.
Yeah, the Nutcracker did something to her, heart broke her. I don't know what it was, honestly. I can't remember.
He fucking literally, rips a nut in half and brings her back to life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wasn't paying attention at that moment. Like, I was more looking at all the characters and, like, what the fuck, like
the prince himself is fucking nightmare fuel, which apparently some people,
yeah, like, really like. I don't know, like, for some reason this movie actually was kind of big. Like,
yeah, like, Carl's Jr. had toys for this movie.
yeah, it really doesn't, like, I don't know where this came from, or, like, what time. Like, I mean, it was obviously 1999, but, like, I'd never really even heard of it until, like,
we found it at Goodwill.
Yeah, like a couple days ago, honestly.
It's like, but this movie, I think, was actually supposed to be something. Like, they have a trailer for Jumanji in the fucking, like, special features. It's really odd. Like, Columbia TriStar made this. Like, the ones that made fucking live-action Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Shit this fucking movie out, like, in 1999, competing with Toy Story and stuff, which it looks drastically worse than anything that came out animation-wise at the time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously people, like, grew to like this movie somehow. So
yeah, like, it has so many fans, surprisingly.
Yeah. Like, there's a couple things, like, we didn't even really know about the movie until afterwards, and after we just recorded, like...
Yeah, we were, like, searching stuff up, looking stuff up about the movie, trying to figure out more stuff about it. And we figured out there's all these, like, merchandise that they made for the fucking movie, along with Carl's Jr. actually having them in, I think, kids' meals.
Toys? Yeah, like, I didn't even know Carl's Jr. did toys. Like, honestly, I didn't... Actually, I don't even know if I've actually ate it at Carl Jr.'s.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty greasy. I can only imagine it was even worse back then. And Cheech Marin and fucking Jim Belushi and Phyllis Diller are all in this movie, along with that one guy, the uncle that we mentioned earlier. It's like, what the fuck happened with this movie?
Yeah, no, I was really surprised seeing some of the actors that voice acted, or just even real actors, like, in this movie. It's kind of a surprise.
And when they introduce the nuts, they're like on the dinner table because, you know, like, they have dinner set out for Christmas night or Christmas Eve, you know, dinner. They have it all fucking prepped, but the parents just, you know, aren't showing up. But, like, Cheech Marin's nut is literally a fucking Rasta nut. Like, he's wearing smiley pants, fucking sweatpants, and he has a Rasta beanie on.
I mean, it was obviously, like, they were just like, oh, yeah, like, he smokes weed. Let's put him as this Rasta character that's,
yeah, like, it's just out of place. So out of place.
Yeah, which I was wondering, like, what some of the characters were. I was trying to figure out some of them, like, they're like, yeah, like walnuts, or like, I don't know, like, I thought the fairy princess was, like, I thought she was a walnut or a coconut, or like...
Yeah, she honestly does look like a peach or something, but she's supposed to be a plum.
Yeah, that too. Like, it's weird. Like, I was trying to figure out some of that stuff. Like, I was, like, saying when we were, like, watching it, I was like, oh. God. This might be even worse than we thought. Holy shit. This really reminds me of, like, those, like, bowling, like, animations when you get, like, a strike, or, like, a, you know, like, when you see it up on the TV.
Yeah, like when you get like a full strike and they do those little animations. It's the same type of animation.
Yeah, especially when they're like dancing and stuff. It like really reminds me of that.
Which, after we get introduced to our main nutty characters, you can call them, which, yeah, they like making nut puns a lot in this movie.
Oh, yes. Like, even especially, like, the back of the case.
Like, the whole movie, like, the movie case is just littered with it, which they have the audacity to say computer animation has gone nuts, which is kind of appropriate for the jittery animation. We get to the next part of the movie, which we meet the the evil Queen Mouse's son, which is, what's his name? Reginald. And he literally sings a song about enslaving nuts and making them work in his cheese mine.
Provolone and the king of
he's basically like talking about enslaving other people, and then cheese. That's the song. That's literally the song.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up for a kid's movie, honestly. Like, and then we meet our fucking next favorite characters, which they have one of them on the fucking front of the movie, the cursed oranges.
Oh, yes, the cursed oranges. Who could forget?
Which we get treated to a jump scare at one point.
I really love that like shot. It really freaked me out. I was like, what the hell is this shot? Like,
It's even worse is like they're like babies. It's like,
yeah, they're like big babies. They're like bloated, like kind of like looking like babies, but oranges. It's weird.
creepy baby oranges, as you can call them. You know, there's a part where like they're fucking teabagging or rubbing their nuts or something,
like jumping down. On
yeah,
people.
like it was kind of, yeah, it wasn't pleasant to the eye to see. And then there's one scene where we get treated to fucking the prince literally gazing into your soul.
Yeah.
Like this creepy ass stare. Literally, like, if you've seen this face looking through a window at night, I think you'd be traumatized for the rest of your life.
Yeah, no, and people really liked that character. Like, I really don't know what it was, like, about that.
After that one, like, rat or whatever the fuck, he's a rat.
Reginald
He's a rat,
or whatever.
yeah. Like, he literally, like, starts perving on the main girl who wakes up to, like, a literal civil war between nuts and fruits.
And rats.
Yeah, and, like, nutcrackers. Like, and she's just like,
Oh, man. That was an odd dream. I'll still be asleep.
Yeah, she doesn't, like, get, like, really surprised that much. She just kind of like, oh, like, what, am I dreaming? Am I seeing this?
yeah, like, just casually wakes up. Oh, well, I guess this is happening. The rat is all, like, perving on her, which literally his little rat assistant's like,
but sir, she's well, she's tall for one thing.
he's just like, hey, I'm still going for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's even one point where he's, like, right next to her feet, and, like, she doesn't even, like, really even care. She's just sitting there like, oh, I guess these two rats are arguing
Yeah,
and
like,
talking next to
she's
my
just okay with some random nasty-ass fucking rats literally humping her foot.
Yeah, no, like making like little kissy faces and stuff at her. Like, I would be like, what the fuck?
I would never feel clean after that.
Yeah.
The randomest thing ever happens, which I guess, like, fucking uncle was just sitting there watching the whole time. He's like, oh, we need a little fucking magic up in this bitch, and just shrinks her down to a little itty-bitty size. At least that's what I assume happens. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Or,
when
well,
got shrunk.
she climbs up to this, like, the top of the tree, while the rat's trying to, like, kiss her, basically. She gets, like, the star, and then she, like, falls backwards because I think, like, the rat was chasing her. Magic happens where, like, she's, like, floating in the air, and then, like, she, like, shrinks down to, like, this, like, mouse and fruit size.
Even for its time, this was bad.
Yeah, I know. It's, like, other movies were coming out, and they were, like,
Toy Story, for example.
yeah.
It's like, I think came out like a year before this. Even on the cover or on the back of the box, they're literally T-posing. Like, two of the characters are T-posing. On the cover that we have, which I guess there's multiple covers that are like, even some that are like hand-drawn, Cheech Marin's character, the Rasta nut, is nowhere to be seen, even though he's literally one of the main characters of the movie.
Yeah, like, he's, like, put on the box, like, he's supposed to be, like, this big character, and, like, I don't know, like, they're trying to, like, market it as, like, oh, yeah, there's Cheech in this, like...
But they're trying to hide him on the actual thing. Like, they look like they put, like, even a pepper in the movie, but he's not actually even a pepper.
Yeah, at first we thought the pepper might have been, like, Cheech, but it's like, it wasn't even a pepper all along. It was a fucking nut.
Yeah, because, like, all the things that were in the bowl were apparently fucking nuts. I mean, like, right after she gets shrunk, she starts talking to her nutcracker, and she's, like, literally, like, just already, like, damn, I love this guy. They do some of the creepiest shit ever, which, like, I would say, too, like, they had two beginning songs of the movie that were not bad.
They embrace and blaze and marinate, hollandaise and
last things, believe in Christmas. And the joy it brings, believe in Christmas.
Which they actually, I guess, were 2 original songs, but the rest of them were classic musical selections from the Nutcracker suite, which are all gospel songs.
Yeah, they're really like.
Lady, you can be so happy. Don't cry, and you don't cry. Don't cry. Please don't cry. I love you so. Please don't cry. Please don't cry.
Fucking Cheech pulling out this like number out of his ass where he just,
Just changes his voice.
His voice only changes and like he just fucking like dancing and singing and.
Where do we go from here?
Like, what do we do now?
Raise up your hands and say you believe.
It's more disturbing is that like they're singing and they're like going into this light, which is supposed to be going into Christmas land, which you have to believe to get there. At least that's what the prince says. But like the little like peanut kid with the creepy ass fucking grandpa that like is pretty much like a perv. Like,
yeah, he's definitely creepy. Like he's like gazing into this like little child's eyes and like just like kind of being like really weird. Like he's like really like just like being really close to him most of the time anytime he's like near him.
but yeah, it's like they're all like singing. Cheech Marin's singing gospel. Like his character is singing gospel,
All
which
sliding into the light.
Which, yeah, like the little peanut kid, though, they're like encouraging him. They're like, he's looking all fucking freaked. He's like, I don't want to go into the light. I don't want to die. And then, like, the prince is like singing, like, and like, he's like, just kind of like, come on, you gotta go. And the kid finally goes in there, and he's like waving his hands up, but just walking into the light and doing this little
He's
dance.
like, yeah, fuck it. Like, let's go.
And let me remind you, too, Christmas Land is more like fucking Candyland.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what they was it Christmas Land? Is that what they called it?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like Christmas Land.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember if it was like I thought they called it like Plum Land or some shit.
Christmas Kingdom, Sugar Plum Fairy.
Like it was really weird.
I know, it's like honestly, like I don't even know what the fuck. But yeah, like this song lasts almost like 4 minutes or 5 minutes, and like they're just dancing all synchronized.
Yeah.
Down the road, kind of sliding.
Not just speaking, Cheech is still singing at this part. Like he's singing while they're going into this like new land or world, like
which right as they get in there, they're riding the asparagus. Like I don't even know if they asked the asparagus. They're just kind of using them like a snowboard, which the thing's fucking. I don't like the asparagus. But yeah, so they get in there, and then we are treated to the best flying motorcycles I've ever fucking seen.
oh yes.
Which they made toys of this, remind you, that were at Carl's Jr. Like you can find these toys out there.
The cheese mobiles.
And there they go. They're flying and just going, and they loop the shot, and it makes you wonder how many mice are actually going, because you don't
like
see them.
There's like a fucking shit ton of them. They're all just flying off. Like, yeah, let's go, you know.
But then it only ends up being Reginald that really ends up doing anything, which he's not even shown flying with them. He's shown like he's just like waiting there for them to go get her, basically. I know, it's like, there's this one scene too where like the Marie and the prince, like, they're about to kiss, and like the fucking one thing that we thought was like a pepper, like he's like, oh, we gotta keep the G rating, guys. You guys can't be fucking on the fucking street in front of all these like broccolis and the fucking peanut kid.
Exactly like a princess.
Before we lose the G rating, might I remind everyone we're on a deadline?
I gotta read.
It's like I kind of just was really off too.
Yeah, no, and it seemed like they kind of didn't want to keep going, some of the characters at that one part, but then they're like, oh, fuck it, let's just go.
Yeah, they literally take like 1-2 steps, and yeah, it's just like, they're just like, oh, I guess we'll go.
Let's get going. We have to rescue the others from Reginald and his army.
What are we waiting for? Christmas? Oh, but there are so many of them, and so few of us.
All it got us was creamed corn, mashed potatoes, and...
I guess it's only you and me, Lil P.
Are we gonna let a bunch of rodents show us the road? Hey, Prince!
Oh, wait for us!
The cheese looks like it's just fucking straight liquid.
And it has chunks!
Yeah, and for some reason, like, there's like this like windmill thing that's like a blade, and it's like cutting the cheese like it's a solid. It's not a solid. It's a fucking liquid.
Like, why is it getting cut into cubes?
And it's like the most unpleasant looking cheese. I honestly thought at first it was peanut. Like peanut butter. Maybe like they just killed a bunch of peanuts and stuff. They just
Like-
fucking grinded them up and...
That's why the grandpa's taking care of his peanuts, like grandson. This is the point of the movie where we really start noticing the motion capture. It gets really jittery. Like, it's
Yeah.
almost like they're like shaking.
I mean, it's definitely like you can tell like something's like up with the animation right there. Like her hands, like how she's like kind of like... It's really kind of odd, like how she's moving, kind of eerie looking.
Yeah, because like I would say the first part, it wasn't great, but at least you can tell put animation in. There was no motion capture really at the beginning. Then you get to the second half and everything starts being jittery. They start pushing you through the movie faster. It almost seems like they didn't want to finish the movie, or they were just trying to get their money back from this fucking investment that they made. Yeah, like there was this whole scene before they even got up there where they were sneaking in. Well, the main, like, Reginald and, like, his little assistant were doing, I don't know what the fuck. This scene was just weird. They were literally just sitting there, like, he was like, oh, I want you to marry me. And then they start dancing, and he, like, shoves his finger.
Yeah, this like finger's dangerously close to, like, his, like, crotch, basically. Like, Prince comes flying in with this like, it's like this weird noise. Like,
Hello, Reginald.
I don't know what it was. It sounded like a plane.
Yeah, and like I love, like, she literally almost just takes off with, like, after everybody kind of like sacrificed themselves, and like the prince and like her just take off on this bike. Somehow, like, by the time that they got the bikes and the fruit got captured and the nuts got captured, they're already down in the mines apparently.
Yeah, just mining away. They just have like, they have basically like this whole like
Chase scene,
Yeah.
with like Reginald and like the princess and the prince. Like Reginald's chasing them after their castle explodes, and they're in the mine already, just like mining, and like they kind of abandon them for like a mid-second, and then they rescue them by flying into them, basically.
It's a really weird scene, honestly.
Cause like it's just like it's so zany, and then yeah, like Reginald's bike finally fucking gives out for fuck knows why, and he falls in the shit river, like literally.
Yeah. Like I can't remember. Didn't she like, or he like grab onto the bike, or
Well, like they like what happens is like they literally like.
oh yeah, he ran out of gas, I think, or something.
Yeah, yeah, he fell in, and like what happens is they drop all the nuts and stuff off, and then they're like, "Oh, we gotta go save Reginald." And then they like go and they like grab him, and he literally just tries to grab her necklace, which I guess we kind of neglected to mention. The whole point of this, like, he's trying to get her necklace because he needs the star from on top of the tree that she fell with.
Oh yeah,
That turned into a necklace somehow, and he needs it to become the king of Christmas because without the star on top of the tree, no one in the fucking world, I guess, can enjoy Christmas.
If we don't get that star back on the tree by midnight, there will be no Christmas for anyone.
No Christmas? Why, it wouldn't be Christmas without it.
We gotta have Christmas.
Why don't we do it Christmas Eve?
We can't not have Christmas.
They go and they try to save him. He literally rips it off. It falls into the cheese. And then they like literally rescue him, pull him out of the cheese. Somehow he pulls a fucking whammy out of his ass and has the star. Just somehow pulled it out of the like shit before fucking it flew down the river.
Yeah, no, because for like at first, like he's like, oh, I don't basically have the star. Like he dropped it and stuff, and they're like, oh no, and then like he just kind of like he's like, oh, I have the star. And yeah, it's really like what the fuck, like
yeah. Then so they finally get the Phyllis Diller, which is the fairy plum, the sugar plum queen, whatever the fuck you want to call her. And they give her the star, and like the prince is like, come on, stay with me to Marie. And she's like,
I'd love to stay, but I can't.
I'll always be with you.
no, just no.
yeah, like shuts him down like so quick, like. She's like, no.
Like, I don't want to live with Cheech Marin as a nut. She fucking... This is where the shit gets a little bit crazy, guys. So, her mom Marie's mom wakes her up. And then she's telling her mom about all this wacky adventure she went on, or the nuttiest adventure she went on. And her mom's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, basically? And then Uncle comes in, and he just pulls a fucking whammy out of his ass, because the prince literally comes in and he's like,
I said I'd always be with you.
I told you I would never leave you.
Yeah, like full size, he's a human now.
He's
like,
real.
It just makes no sense, like why? And then also like all these like fruits and nuts and like vegetables, they're all like still alive.
Yeah, like looking up at him like, wow, they're together now.
So is it like, was it in her head? Was this actually true? Like
they basically, he comes in, he's real size, and he just basically tells her everything that just happened was real.
Maybe it's just nutty magic. Nobody knows.
Yeah, no one knows. The fucking writers didn't even know. The only thing they knew is they put money into this shit. There's a whole, like, little thing that they put on the back about their 3-level interactive game,
which we will be playing
right
now.
All right, we're here.
Here we are.
This is the moment of truth, guys.
Oh boy, I'm excited. Let's get our game on.
3 levels of excitement.
I am kind of curious how this is gonna be. Like, I've played like some DVD games, but I don't know how this one's gonna be. Oh, I knew they had to have Cheech.
To play the games, use the remote control arrow and enter buttons. Okay.
All right. Wait.
The Cheese Mine matching games.
Okay. Oh.
Match the nuts and vegetables with their costumes.
Okay.
What the broccoli? Didn't he?
Oh,
What the oh no, she had the ballerina.
Yeah.
Beautiful as broccoli.
Okay, so the peanut had the fucking
Blue cap.
Yeah, blue cap, because he's the cursed kid.
Yeah, and then like the fedora thing or the hat. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. He was the press.
Then the bow and
Never thought
tie.
I'd see the day.
And
Okay.
Who broke the spell?
Was that it?
oh, find 2 of a kind.
That was 1 level.
Remember, there's 3 levels, guys.
All right.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Kind of really slow too. It seems like. Oh no.
Okay. So it just let you
So
infinitely...
you just keep matching?
You just keep trying until you get the right one. This looks like it's giving a virus to my DVD player.
I wouldn't be surprised if they asked for your credit card at the end.
Like, hey kids, enter your credit card.
Hey, you can continue playing. Just like enter your credit card.
Oh, here we go. Answer the 3 questions
Trivia
like the
game.
tree. Oh, we gotta answer questions about the movie we just watched.
All right.
Who gave... Oh my god.
Uncle Drosimir, Santa, or Dad?
Obviously it's the uncle, because she straight up was like, Uncle! Like, it won't let me go up to Uncle. There we go. It was just having a hell of a time.
I didn't even read the question at the top. I was really reading the bottom ones.
By what time must the star be? Oh, I think it's 12 a.m. I think it's 12 a.m. Let's do this. And the last one. Star has to be on the tree before what date? Oh!
December 25th?
It has to be Christmas! What? That was 3 questions.
What broke the spell placed on the Nutcracker Prince and brought him back to life?
Marie's the food fight, obviously.
Yeah. Christmas.
There we go.
Oh, you have to light up all these fucking balls. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah.
We just got 4 of them, and now there's 3, and 2, and then 1.
Evil queen.
A rat.
A princess. Nope.
Wait.
Oh, if you get it... No way.
It starts over?
It starts over. This is some Dark Souls level shit.
Holy shit.
That's brutal. What kind of shit question is... Wait.
What does Reginald think he is?
Okay.
The big cheese rat.
Oh, yeah, like...
King.
Okay, so Reginald is the fucking...
Or Christmas King? No, I think it's Rat King.
Oh.
No.
Oh, wait, no. He straight up said he's not a rat, so it wouldn't be the Rat King.
Oh, yeah.
The big cheese. I'm gonna go with big cheese.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, my fucking god! Anything is possible. If you... Oh, my god.
Believe you have cheese.
Wait, so this is kind of a tricky one, because...
Believe.
Is it believe?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's what every cheesy fucking...
Okay! There we go!
God. Oh, God. Congratulations.